She's a red-headed firecracker, the toughest can be, them thrilling back, but still living carefree with a lazy eye that don't bother her none. She's the kind of woman that gets the job done. Oh yeah, they call her the Watcher Crazy. The God-fearing cowgirl who ain't lazy. She rides like the wind, ain't nothing she can't handle, with a heart of gold and a spirit you can't wrangle. No, no, watch out for the Watcher Crazy. She'll knock you out with a punch that's crazy. Don't mess with this cowgirl, you're bound to lose. She's the toughest gal around, she'll leave you singing the blues.
Good day, everybody. It is Watcher Crazy, and I just want to say thank you, whether you're catching the live premiere of this or you are catching the replay. Either way, it doesn't matter. I still appreciate it. Want to take just a moment to say, if you would please hit that thumbs up or thumbs down. Doesn't matter which one to me. Either one of them will help get this video out in the algorithm. And you know, I'm continuing on my live response of a particular situation simply because I would like it documented. And I do this not only to document it for myself, but also in hopes that somehow, some way, someone out there will open their eyes and realize what is really going on and stop being so daggum hateful because someone tells you their opinion of someone else when it may or may not be the truth. But I know that's a little too deep for some people to grasp. So I'm going to go ahead and get moving on with this. I got like a ton of phone calls and emails today saying that I probably needed to watch BJ's Back Door because it was pretty much about me. And so I figured, well, we'll take a look and we'll go ahead and respond to it. So this is under the Fair Use Act for commentary, as well as to spread awareness. I will be stopping to make commentary on this material. And I hope that you'll find this enlightening, or at least a little bit humorous. So we have super paused, and that's PAUSED, super paused. Jim Terry here in the middle, and wearing his number 10 hat because he's not number 1. And the title of today's show, which this is BJ's Backdoor channel. This is not even his channel, which, yeah, go figure. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and check this out and see what they got going on.
A lot of his campaign, a lot of his fight and what we do, which is why we are non-stop content everywhere. We're close to 30 straight days of being on a channel somewhere, and we continue it here on the Back Door, the private school channel. BJ's scheduled to join us here.
I think I'm going to end up having to fast forward through this a little bit because this is not important stuff at the moment.
A little bit. Good to see Cluckers. New Orleans, it's the third city of it. That's the less interest he has at this than the people you're calling fucking weirdos. It makes no sense. Why don't you actually...
Okay, let's see. We
came with the show. By the way, Watcher of Crazy, if she's
Here we
such a
go.
whack job, why did she have 3 times as many people watching her as you did?
Well, actually, when I looked, I had 50 people, 55 people is where I peaked, and she was at 30. So, but yeah, I mean, you even said it yourself, like people like to watch the train wrecks, you know? I mean, I can go back and find where you said that the other night. I believe it was on Johnny's panel. And also too, you're buying her views. So that would be how, sir.
That's a question you got to ask yourself. You're such a fucking loser.
Cause I'm a loser, baby. So why don't you kill me? Getting crazy with the cheese whiz.
That you are actually 10 times worse at this than the people you're calling fucking weirdos.
Actually, no, you're wrong again. And she is a weirdo. Anybody who would make up a story about hurting children is a weirdo, Jim. I don't care how you try to cut the mustard on that one. That is a weirdo.
It makes no sense. Why don't you actually get those black women on the show? Why don't you get in touch and do the due diligence to find out who the guy was?
She admitted it all, you dumb. The guy was her. You idiot. What do you not understand about that? But I do have the clip, and it's coming soon to Watch Your Crazy's Cap Cut near you, where you've talked about this very situation before. So we'll see what you have to say about it when that comes out.
And see if it really happened. Now, is she, Jonelle, did she fake swat herself? Is she the one that put that post out there? Well, Jonelle, you're going to have to take your medicine. Because you made up things about yourself before, that tag will always follow you.
Correctamundo. And that's a weirdo.
So I am sorry. So yeah, people are going to hold back as to whether or not they believe that, you know, Rainbow Melon or Lacey H or Kiri or Carol H put out information on you, right? You're always going to carry that tag. That's your own fault. So they have a right to question that.
And I do actually have the screenshot from September the 29th when she posted on her Facebook about her mom being so sick. And there's another one after that as well. So it's not like she didn't do it. And I think from my video that I did yesterday, she admitted with her own mouth what she did. And then she came back later on and said she made it all up. That's really convenient. But you know, the thing that I do not expect from you is I do not expect you to listen to truth because you like the narrative that you like to spin, not the narrative that's the truth.
But what Watcher Crazy did not say is she made it seem like she's the one that found it first. We talked about that and outed that days before she even knew it was going on.
Actually, Jim, I knew about this a long time ago. And no, I never claimed to be the one that found it. It wasn't me. I just went and located the video yesterday so that I could show the proof that you and Vegas Girl told me to show. So I did. I mean, you don't get to have it both ways. You talk about moving the goalpost, right? Well, that's kind of what you're doing here, sir. Moving the goalpost a little bit. But that's okay. I understand you like to play. So I'll play with you.
But the big thing with Watcher of Crazy's show last night, she never got above 48 people.
Not true. I actually had my peak at 55. Thank you so much.
48 people.
But you don't lie to your crowd, right, Jim?
The last time I was on Crystal Ann's, it was right around 200. 48 people. And it was her first show in a while, and it was against and about somebody she dislikes. If she talks about religion or politics or anything else, she's going to have 12 people there.
Again, I mean, people can go look at the videos that I have public and see where the views are at on them. You're the one that's obsessed with numbers, not me. I mean, it means something to you. I don't care if people watch it on replay, if they watch it live, or they don't watch it at all. It doesn't matter. This is not how I make a living.
You know that. And they always say, well, I'm not after numbers. But you couldn't get them anyway. I don't care if I monetize. You ain't making no money anyway. And the great
crazy thing is, Jim, is that people do send me cash apps unsolicited. I don't have to ask for them. So I let you think what you want to think because it's easier that way. You know, you're not a person that's reasonable. So there's not really a point in arguing things with you because it's not like you're ever going to concede to being wrong, even when you are and the truth is right in your face.
great thing is they are starting to splinter from the splinter. What do I mean by that? Well, last night, Crystal Ann went on as well, and it was another fucking disaster. 21 people.
And it was an awesome 21 people because all we did was get together and hang out. Why do you have a problem with that? Why are you obsessed with that? Because somebody chose someone other than you?
21 people. Leanne and Watcher of Crazy, once again, you can't, there's nothing you could say. You could talk about baby mama drama. You could talk about numbers. You could say you're going to, and by the way, the only reason Watcher of Crazy, you're even still allowed in some of these places is because I've allowed it, right? I've allowed it because I want you to hear firsthand with a crowd as to how unsuccessful you are. Now you're blocked over here in the chat. If you're
Well, that's only because I told you that I won. I told you that like 2 weeks ago. And so as my title states, you know, you came in second place, buddy. I already accomplished what I set out to accomplish, Jim. And you can say that you crushed me. You can say whatever you want to say. You can call up whatever family member or whatever you want to do. You can tell people to go look into my court case. You can do whatever it is that you want to do, Jimmy. I'm okay. I'm okay. Because you're not going to hurt me. I'm laughing at you because you look ridiculous.
you're still a paid member. But at this point, you know better than anybody else. You're down to 21 people on Crystal Ann's channel. I mean, you've lost over 80% of your crowd. Where'd they go? Was it because I left or you're that unentertaining? Was it because I told people not to go over there anymore?
Well, Jim, I mean, you know, people do what you say when they're afraid of you. There's a lot of people that don't want to catch your wrath or don't want to have to answer your questions or don't want to be next on the chopping block. I mean, look how many times you've done this to people that support you and even give you money. I mean, it's a big miscalculation on your part, not necessarily about me, but I'm talking about people that truly support you, that give you money every month, you know, that you don't have a problem shitting on. So, and that other 80%, I don't think that those were all real viewers anyway.
And we took our talents elsewhere? Or is it because you guys just suck that bad? Might be both. So it was very interesting to see Watcher of Crazy flounder yesterday. And
oh no, there was no floundering, bud. I did exactly what I set out to do.
now the great thing is now Watcher of Crazy, well, let's just be honest, she's always wanted a show. I said that two years ago, year and a half ago. This has always been her goal. I'm doing great. I got subs. You can buy. Doug had 17,000 subs. He was doing the show in front of 75 people when I wasn't on it. What's that mean? It's the money and the hours and the live views, and you're not going to get them. The only way Watcher of Crazy gets live views is if she starts shitting on other people. And if she don't want to do that, other than Jonelle, and then she says we downscale. If that's the case, why are you're talking and going everywhere we're at? But soon we will just start telling people to block you in chat.
It's because you're scared of me, Jim. It's because you're scared. You might as well go ahead and admit it. You know that I have something that most people don't have. And that's the ability to come back time and time again and not be intimidated, not be afraid. You don't bother me. You don't scare me. There's nothing you can do to me. Nothing. So you can hurl all the insults that you want to at me. It's not going to bother me. You're not going to shake me. You're not going to rattle me. You're not going to change my mind. And I know deep down inside, you're really infatuated with me. I remember what you told me on one of those phone calls. And like I said, I've always enjoyed the way you breathe heavy in the phone at night when you're telling stories to put me to sleep, Jim.
So you won't even have that. You did this to you, and you did this to you. Owe Crystal Ann an apology. She's just not coherent enough and smart enough to get out of her own way. Watch her. You did this to her.
No, sir. I did not do this to her. We can go back some shows and I can clip them. You don't know what did this, Jim. It was you. You did this because you started coming at me and Leanne. And then you started going after Crystal about what she allowed on her panel. So I didn't do anything. You just got extremely paranoid for no reason and started being Mr. Hyde, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. I really think that you do have some kind of paranoia issue along with some split personality, maybe. I don't know. There's something going on that ain't quite right there.
And it's sad.
You're sad.
You have done to her what Fumblenuts tried to do to Johnny. By the way, Johnny's show fucking nuts last night. Johnny needs to learn how to use that mute button. If you did not see Johnny's show last night, some weirdo Jim Henson looking motherfucker came up there. He shaved his beard and then he got into a costume. I don't know what the fuck was going on. It was beyond weird, but the guy obviously had problems.
Yeah, and you didn't mind doing your sick little obsessed thing with talking about, was he molested or whatever. Jim, that's one of the reasons why I started dropping down off a panel. That's one of the reasons why, like, I went away for like 5 days. I was silent, and you're like, oh, where's Watcher? Where's Watcher? Something's going on. She's up to something. That's why. Because you have this sick and twisted obsession with sexual deviance and buttholes. Like people being molested and things like it's gross. It's really gross and it's concerning. Like, I mean, to a point where I'm not the only person that's noticed it, and it's probably a good thing that you don't have kids because I would wonder. I mean, it's noticeable, it's deviant, and it's gross.
You could tell something had happened to him when he was younger. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at. So I don't want to spend too much time on that. We've got other stuff to get to, positive stuff over here. We also got somebody else who has a channel called Goon Squad TV. We've been over there before. College last night. Shit all. And then they drag it down. You had 21 people watch.
Didn't he just say that he was fixing to get onto something more positive? He was done with that. He had more stuff to cover. And then he goes right back to the same bullshit. It's ridiculous. I wonder how people can stand to pay money to listen to the same stuff over and over again. Like, wow. And what's up with those two front teeth there, Alvin? We're Alvin, Simon, and Theodore. The chipmunks. Rawr.
Watching you, Crystal Ann. You and your fucking husband are fucking idiots. Idiots for doing what you did. Lincoln Kane isn't over there. They're all gone. They're not coming back. So I hope it was worth it.
Wait, why are they idiots? I thought it was my fault, Jim. Make up your mind. You're not even 20 minutes into the show, and you're so damn wishy-washy. You're more wishy-washy than my washing machine.
Because we will not ever, and I mean ever, do anything with you people again. Never. Never.
Too late. Too late. You said that the last time. You say that a lot. But it's okay because I don't want to do anything with you. Sorry about that. You made me fucking choke. But anyways, carrying on.
Never, 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 never. I don't care if you become OTT members or not, which, by the way, is massively successful. And Watcher, what are you doing questioning us? It's offensive that you would even question us about the OTT.
Do you think that I really give a crap about being offensive? I can question whatever I want. I'm a red-blooded American.
Or anything else. And don't think we don't see you and Candace Howard liking people's Facebook pages. We're on to you. We know who you're friends with. We know.
You actually have no idea because I'm not on Facebook much. Shows how little you know.
But everybody's geeked up about Trump. He just needs to be careful, not get himself fucking killed. He is.
You don't even vote. How do you even have anything to say? You don't even vote, dude.
Going to be a great president. And that's what happens when you're on a losing team. And that's why you see Watcher already going over here. Crystal Ann, it's already splintering. And Leanne. Hey, Leanne, great. You got Crystal Ann's channel. You
There's no splintering of anything. I guess you missed the memo that Crystal Ann wanted to peacefully part. You're the one that threw a bitch fit and tried to demand people do what you want. You know, I mean, really? Like who are you again? Who? What's your name? Psh, please. You ain't nobody. You put your pants on just like we do every day.
You did phenomenal. Great. You're in front of 21 people now. You can't argue that. See, what they're doing is they're waiting for Bob to come back so they can jump on his channel. Bob ain't coming back to that. He's just going to let us go up there and battle. At that point, and I can't wait. And Bob did the smart thing. He sat back and he knew. He even told us, I'm going to wait. And he waited, and Crystal Ann is dead. Absolutely dead.
Well, I actually messaged with her earlier, and she is not dead. She's very much alive. There's a whole lot of miracles going on around this time of year. I guess that's another one of them. And Bob is a very smart guy. And nobody is going to try to sway Bob. We know that Bob does what the fuck he wants to do. So you can quit trying to drive a wedge there, make it seem like something is happening nefarious with between us and Bob. Not so, Jim. Just stop it. Like, you have the ability, but you create this chaos because it's content for you. And we all know that, you know, you struggle with that. I mean, Mr. X does way better stuff, way better content than you any day of the week. At least he puts some intelligence and some knowledge and some thought into what he produces. And that's what makes him better than you.
The channel's dead. They can, even Watcher of Crazy is not going to be able to draw. I think Watcher of Crazy could outdraw Crystal Ann because there's a lot more people that hate Watcher of Crazy that go over there and watch her. And she only.
Hey, I'll take it where I can get it, right? You know, isn't that what they say? Any form of advertisement is good advertisement. I don't really care if people come and watch my stuff. At the end of the day, that is the last worry or concern that I have.
Don't forget, these people got 21 and 48 people when nobody else was on. Imagine if anybody else had been going live. So there's your update. Glad to see.
Wait a minute. Whenever my live premiere was on, didn't you say that Vegas girl beat me? Her numbers tripled mine, but nobody else was on. Very interesting. I like the way you mince your words.
See, Trump won. Okay. So
Did you think he wasn't going to win?
maybe now Ruben Sanchez. Maybe you should go home, Ruben. But I am in the chat. I'm seeing your comments. Good to see everybody.
I was going up to get some more things, but at first,
Just walking along.
Everything in the place worked. Getting a tattoo with Kenny Hines. She's here by Tuesday. That is the Riddler costume. I guess it's not the pants. I guess Trump over the top.
Boring.
I guess because I'm friendly with Leanne and Watcher and Crystal.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Let's see what we got going on here.
Was on Johnny's show last night. I'm hearing this is a friend of yours.
No, I've never talked to this guy. I've seen him on Johnny's before, but I never met him.
Johnny gets into a coma and just sits there and watches the show. I think he half forgets he's on it.
That's how he picks information. Oh, is that a friend of yours? You know, people start recognizing and being more careful with how much you divulge, because it's easy. It's easy to, be forthcoming and divulge too much.
But we got to ask you about a few things real quick if you got a few minutes. You and Rainbow Melon were on the same panel last night. What was that all about?
I don't know. Nothing. I don't have a problem with Rainbow Melon.
And this is where he starts trying to pit people against each other.
She seems to have a problem with you, though. Do we know why?
I guess because I'm friendly with Leanne and Watcher.
Well, I think Rainbow Melon has had a problem with Lacey even prior to that. But I'm sure that it doesn't help that Lacey likes Leanne and myself.
Crystal.
Yeah, that don't help. Now, Crystal did a show last night, never got above 21 people. I mean, you can't deny how bad that is. I mean, the last time I was on, it was right around 200. They're down to 21. Why do you think that is?
Not that most people would say it, but I will. It's because you buy views, Jim. I mean, come on. Mr. X already did a video showing how to do it. He already admitted that he bought Johnny views and subscribers before when y'all helped him build his channel in the beginning. I mean, look, this is y'all's MO. And then whenever you decide that you're done with someone, you take those little paid views away and it makes it look like they've lost everybody. So then you think that they're going to want to come crawling back to you so they can get the numbers back. But when people tell you it's not about the money or the views or whatever, and they still continue to go on, that's when you should get the hint. Because all you're doing is repeating stupid shit over and over. And I'm sorry, but some of these people that pay you, they pay you a lot of money. They deserve better, Jim, than this same old regurgitated shit that you've been going around the same circle for the last 2.5 years with. Like, give these people their money's worth, because this ain't it.
Because people aren't watching. I'm not sure.
Why?
And it was about politics. I mean, not everybody wants to talk politics either. But I mean, because you pulled support too.
Why do you think she made that huge mistake?
I don't know.
because she didn't feel like it was a mistake. She made a choice based on what she wanted to do, and you should be okay with that and just move on. But you can't let go. It's kind of weird.
You think it was? You think this was all Crystal Ann's idea?
I think that she just made choices on her own.
Yeah.
I really don't think it's a big plan. I just think she made choices on her own, and she's trying to figure out how to navigate a channel. It's not easy. That's why I don't want a channel.
Well, it could have been easy. She would have made the right decision. She chose Watcher Crazy and Leanne. She got 21 people. I mean,
but she doesn't have near the stress of having someone like you hovering around, trying to control, trying to come in between her marriage, trying to make content out of her life, trying to get her to do dirty work for you. Because that's what you do, Jim. You pull people in and then you get them to do stuff for you. So it takes the heat off of you. And you've admitted that.
I mean, it's you know what's weird is usually this happens like 3-4 months later. But you know what's going to happen is Twin Mama's going to start going on, and then we're not going to go on, and we're going to let Twin Mama beat her and them.
You know what? Maybe we'll just quit going on and let Twin Mama get all the views. How about that? I mean, shoot, she's raising 2 babies over there. I'm sure she could use the extra monies. So let's do that. Let's just quit going on and let Twin Mama get all them views. Twin Mama, holla if you hear me, girl. Coming your way. All them views coming your way.
You know, it's absolute insanity. You know what I mean? But hey, listen, they got the freedom to be losers. It just is what it is.
'Cause I'm a loser, baby. So why don't you kill me?
Now, what was going on with all those cats at your house? There was a lot of cats there last whole deal. They all had a one.
More of a what's it called? Well, I really don't feel the president run.
You know, maybe if the gas and fuel price and the people that are against them are not going to. We've thought about it. We've thought about raising the OTT to 35 to 40, and then I was like,
"Are you kidding me?" Yeah, you should really do that. You should go to $39.99 a month.
No, let's keep it where it is, and we'll add some other things, a BJ's Plus channel, stuff like that. If people want to support it, they want the extra. There's where.
Hey, Jim, you did tell me the last time that we talked on the phone that BJ was pregnant. How's that going?
We'll go, but we'll keep it here for the people that this is a big deal for, which I understand. And they've shown their gratitude.
Were you lying about that? Inquiring minds want to know. Okay, so there was really nothing of any importance left in the rest of that little show there. But what I do want to drive home is that I'm not out for blood. Again, I'm not coming after anybody legally or anything like that. I really don't care what anybody thinks about my decisions, what I have to say, how many viewers I get on my channel, or anything else. But I will give a response if I deem it necessary to do so. And plus, it kills a little time for me. So I think it's a win-win situation. And I know that he doesn't want to admit it, but he does love me. And he adores me. And he just doesn't know how to wrap his own brain around the fact that he thinks so highly of me. And it just shows every time he mentions my name that he can't stop thinking about me. And I don't mind. I mean, bless him. He needs something, a touch of something in his life, a touch of Jesus, a touch of anything. And I've never seen someone so obsessed or worried about what other people are doing, especially people that choose something other than him. or what he thinks is best. Jim, you're not the end all be all. I'm sorry. I hate to break it to you and bust your bubble. I know that you've lived 48 years thinking that the world revolved around you. I get that. And if you ever need a shoulder to cry on, I'm here for you, buddy. I'm here for you with nothing but love in my heart. So you keep spinning your narrative and playing your little games, and I'll keep having fun and laughing and enjoying myself. Okay? You have a wonderful evening, little buddy. And don't forget to put on your helmet.